It's evening. Quiet. The room is dim, and the plate before you is steaming with comfort. Macaroni dripping in cheese, maybe garlic bread glowing golden at its side. Or perhaps it's a thick slice of pizza, gooey and rich, chased down with a soda, so cold it sweats against your palm. Feels like home, doesn't it? Feels safe. Feels like a hug from yesterday. But here's the sobering truth. Sometimes the very meals that feel like shelter are the same ones quietly setting traps for tomorrow. In this land, almost 800,000 souls are struck each year by the sudden, shattering blow of a stroke. And once the candles of 60 birthdays are behind you, the tide of risk only rises, steady as a storm surge pressing against the shore. We'd like to believe it's just family history, or maybe it's high blood pressure and nothing more. Yet often, the truth is sitting right in front of us, on the plate, disguised as comfort. What we choose to eat and how we pair those choices together might be building a future we never planned. So let's walk together, not to frighten, but to guard. Like a hand on your shoulder, whispering, I care about where you're headed. Here are 6 pairings that look harmless, even innocent, but can quietly open doors best left shut. And this isn't about ripping joy from your table. No, this is about wisdom, about small shifts, about protecting tomorrow while still savoring today. 1 macaroni and cheese with garlic bread, comfort with a cost. It's the dinner that feels like a blanket wrapped around your shoulders. Creamy, savory, familiar. Yet hiding beneath that warm embrace is a triple strike. White pasta, loaded with simple carbs that spike blood sugar. Cheese and butter, heavy with saturated fat and sodium. Garlic bread, soft white bread smeared with salt and fat. Put it all together and your arteries grow stiff, your blood pressure climbs, and your body begins to change without a whisper of warning. And you don't feel it happening. You just feel full, content, safe. While inside, pressure builds like cracks in a hose that one day bursts. But grace comes in small adjustments. Whole grain pasta, low-fat cheese, almond milk unsweetened, a handful of spinach or broccoli for strength, sourdough brushed with olive oil and fresh garlic. The comfort remains, but the risk recedes. 2. Canned soup and white bread, the salty trap. It's noon, you're weary, and you want quick warmth. A can of soup, a couple slices of toast, easy. But one bowl may hold nearly 1,000 milligrams of sodium. And let's be honest, nobody stops at one serving. Add white bread, and the number only climbs. Too much sodium pulls water into the blood, increasing the volume your heart must force through narrow vessels. It's like running your garden hose at full blast every day, until one day the lining gives way. And when it bursts inside the brain, the result is devastating. The answer isn't deprivation. It's wisdom. Choose low-sodium soup. Simmer your own with herbs and fresh vegetables. Swap white bread for whole grain. The warmth remains, but the silent strain begins to lift. 3. Pizza and soda, the late-night burden. The night stretches long, and fatigue makes fast food sound like relief. A slice of pizza, a can of soda. Comfort. Reward. But hidden in that pairing is a 1-2 punch. Pizza heavy with sodium, saturated fat, and refined carbs. Soda loaded with nearly 40 grams of sugar. Together, they spike both blood pressure and blood sugar, hammering your system in one sitting. And when eaten late at night, the body bears the weight longer, slower, harder. Your heart strains when it should be resting. There's a better way. Build your own pizza at home with whole wheat crust, low-fat cheese, and fresh vegetables. Let sparkling water replace the soda. And when indulgence calls, make it earlier in the day, so your body finds peace at night. 4. Burgers and fries, the drive-through deception. The glow of neon, the scent in the air, the comfort of a paper bag in your lap. A burger and fries feel like ritual. Yet inside that ritualized ruin, burgers often come with processed meats heavy in saturated fat and sodium. Fries, fried in oils that leave behind trans fats, scar the arteries from within. These aren't small inconveniences. They inflame. They stiffen. They clog. Over time, blood vessels lose their voice. They can't manage flow. They narrow. They clot. And when blood grows stickier after such meals, stroke risk rises higher still. But you can turn the tide. Try a lean turkey burger or a plant-based patty. Top it with avocado, lettuce, and tomato. Bake your fries with olive oil and herbs. Crunch remains. Flavor remains. But the trap is dismantled. 5. Cold cuts and cheese. The party platter illusion. The gathering is warm, the laughter bright, the table inviting. A platter of crackers, thin meats, creamy cheeses. It feels polished, elegant. But the danger is real. Cold cuts come packed with sodium and nitrates, preservatives tied to vessel damage. Cheese adds saturated fat and salt to the mix. And together, nitrates and fats stiffen arteries like brittle hoses. Once flexible, now fragile, and blood struggles to flow. Swap the story. Choose nitrate-free meats. Sharper cheeses, but smaller portions. Load the platter with grapes, cucumbers, tomatoes. Guests will still delight, but the body will be guarded. 6. Sugary cereal and whole milk. The morning rush that crashes. Morning light. A bowl of sweet cereal. Whole milk poured heavy. It feels like childhood in a spoon. But inside, it's sugar and fat conspiring against you. Refined grains. Added sugar. Saturated fat. They spike insulin, then crash it. Every spike is stress your body doesn't need. Every crash, another crack in the system meant to keep you strong. The years turn that roller coaster into resistance, inflammation, and chemistry ripe for stroke. The good news? There's a better breakfast. Steel-cut oats. Bran flakes with little sugar. Almond milk, oat milk, or skim. Top it with berries. Sprinkle cinnamon. Still sweet, still filling, but free from the hidden wreckage. Your plate, your choice. 6 pairings. 6 familiar comforts. And yet, 6 quiet doors leading to storms we can't afford. But here's the gift. Every plate is a chance. Every meal is an act of choice. This isn't about denial. It's about wisdom. It's about protecting the life entrusted to you. Your brain, your heart, your future. They're worth every single better choice you make. And the time to begin is now.